What's up, everybody? I'm Jake.
I'm Adam.
I'm Paul.
This time they got their cues right. I mean,
That's
this is
right.
the first time we've said anything.
Yeah.
What am I talking about? What am I talking about? We're talking about Star Wars.
Talking about Star Wars.
Now, none of us have seen The Force Awakens yet.
No.
Except for me, because I'm in the Illuminati.
No, he has not seen it.
He has
lying.
not
I have
seen it.
not seen it, nor am I in the Illuminati.
No.
So
That's good, because it's like a pagan cult thing.
just glad to clear that
But
up.
we're already off track.
We're way off track.
Bring us back, Jake. Bring us
I
back.
asked you guys for questions. You gave me questions. We're going to answer some questions.
Do it.
Raven, thank you for your question. Raven
Thanks,
wants
Raven.
to know, what order should she watch the Star Wars movies in? Because she thought maybe she should start with episode 1,
She
but
should not start with episode
now
1.
people are kind of telling her maybe she should start with episode 4. So which
People are
one
right.
should she
People
start
are right.
with?
Yeah.
Paul, why are the people right?
Because 4 was the first one made. Number 1. Number 2, I think it's...
No, number 4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's not talk about
You
number
walked into
2 on
that.
this podcast.
Anyway,
I
do
can't
number
believe you
4
said
first
that.
because really it's one of the better ones, at least. We'll get into a little bit more about
One of
this.
the better ones? It's the best movie of all time. Thank you.
That's another question. That's another question.
Sorry.
So
Silence.
Start with 4.
Start
That's
with 4.
That's
because-
where Lucas started.
Yeah, you can get the whole emotional resonance.
With
and
4
yeah,
you
it's
must
jumping
start,
back and forth.
we
but
say.
Yeah,
Say
but
we.
you don't want to start off with number 1.
That was a terrible Yoda impression. All right, question number 2 came from Amateur Robot Writers Guild. Thank you, Amateur.
Thank you.
They want to know which droid is your favorite. So this is going to kick off our favorite of Star Wars list. Favorite of Star Wars list. I'm going to put some anyway. All right. So who was your favorite droid?
You first.
Oh, okay. My favorite droid. This is going to sound really strange, but I always had a soft spot for the one that blew up.
That's
4.
R5D4.
Goodness gracious.
He had a bad motivator.
He
He,
had a
blows
bad-
up and Uncle Owen, this R2 unit's got a
He
bad
was-
motivator.
He was so close to getting a home, and then he blows up. I felt so bad for him. So he's my favorite.
That's Paul likes the underdog.
All right,
Big
Adam.
guys.
I'm gonna go with R2D2. Pretty much your blue and silver, one-eyed Swiss Army knife of droids. If you need something done, probably R2 can maybe do it,
Including Fly.
including fly
Whatever.
later
Flying
or
makes-
earlier.
flying earlier. He
Depending.
lost the
confusing.
ability in his old age.
Yeah.
All right.
exactly.
Jake?
I have no reason for this, no explanation. It's C-3PO though.
Well, he has a kind of British charm about
No,
him.
he
Yeah.
does. He does.
Anthony Daniels is
I do
still
like
playing him.
I do like the Brits.
Yeah, you
so-
know, I think there's sort of like an Ernie and Bert vibe going on between the two of them, you know? R2-D2 is sort of the fun one.
But I liked
C-3PO.
Ernie.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I don't know why you would have liked C-3PO.
Makes no
But
sense.
I do. Okay, next.
Next question.
Favorite Star Wars movie of the 6 so far.
What's yours, Jake?
It's episode 6. Revenge of the something. No.
Sith.
Return of the Jedi.
Return of
yeah.
the Jedi. There's no...
You know, it was supposed
Episode
to be
6,
Revenge of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
They printed posters and then
Yeah.
they
outta
decided
here.
revenge is not something a Jedi
Ewoks
does.
and/or
Yeah.
lightsaber battles. Yeah.
Yeah,
Emperors.
Emperors.
That's an odd one to choose, actually. I don't think that very many people have number
Jabba's
6.
palace.
Yeah, because...
End of the story.
End of the story.
I
And
can
it's
finally
happy.
go to the bathroom.
Admiral Akbar. It's a trap.
Yeah, that's...
It's a trap.
It's a trap!
Yeah, that's worth episode 6. All right, so
Favorite.
Star Wars, the first one, not A New Hope, just Star Wars.
It's A New Hope.
Jake
Yeah.
and I have this little argument going because he's young,
Everybody who's
and apparently I'm.
cool just says A New Hope.
no, everybody who's too young to know better.
Exactly.
And mine would also be Star Wars. For Adam and I, if you've watched any of these other previous podcasts, if they make it up online, you'll know that the original Star Wars was a formative moment in both Adam's and my life. So how could it
nice
be? in
Mine
grammar
too,
there.
yeah.
That
Yeah,
that was
multiple
pretty good.
possessive
Mine was
hard.
very formative because I was stretching when I watched it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's another story.
That's
Okay.
another story.
Who we got?
Another
Favorite
time.
droid, favorite
We'll
movie,
unpack that more.
favorite creature or race of creatures.
All right, favorite creature. Whose turn is it?
Ewoks.
Ewoks.
Episode 6 for me, man. Ewoks and
Yeah, it's not often
though I
you
do
have-
like Jawas as well.
You just like short things.
I like short
I'm gonna
little
go
things.
with the larger version. I'm gonna go with Wookiees.
Wookiee.
Oh, you're the worst.
Yeah, two of these things belong together. One, not so much.
Not so much.
Speaking of Sesame.
All right,
See,
all right.
you guys are
Who's
really
next?
you guys are really boring. I like the creatures that were sort of underwater in episode 1, the things that were chomping on the ships and all that kind of stuff. I like those.
Those
And
boring
you know what
CGI
else?
creatures?
No,
Yeah.
those were great. And I also liked in episode 2, the best thing about episode 2 was the toothy thing that was trying to eat Anakin and Queen Amidala. Do you remember that thing when they were tied to the pillars?
Yeah, you
I
know,
do
I,
remember that thing.
they were
I have
pretty cool.
mostly tried to block episode 2
Didn't George
out.
Lucas steal that from John Carter?
Yeah. Or vice versa.
Yeah, I think it would be reversed there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Okay. All right.
All right.
Favorite spaceship in Star Wars?
Oh, the Rebel Blockade Runner. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Rebel Blockade.
Blockade.
It's the first ship you see in episode 4. Oh, excuse me.
So
Star
why would you
Wars.
go
Star
for
Wars.
why would you go for the Rebel Blockade Runner over the Imperial Cruiser?
Because he was a fullback.
Because it looks like a hammerhead shark,
Yeah.
bro. That's
Okay,
why.
So what's your favorite?
All right,
then?
my favorite is Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, the one with the curved wings. I think that was super cool.
Like that.
Sick,
Yeah.
the kids would say.
It was
Maybe.
sick. It was wicked.
No.
Wicked.
Wicked awesome.
Yeah.
That's not.
That's what the
anybody-
kids from
nobody-
Massachusetts would say.
Nobody says
10
that
years
anymore.
ago.
All right, my favorite spaceship. No, just ship. We're talking about ship vehicles of
Yeah,
any kind.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know the category was that broad. That's the same
It's
answer,
super
though.
broad, but it's the speeder bikes.
Speeder
Episode
bikes.
6. It's all about episode 6. The
Those
speeder
are cool.
bikes are sick, wicked sweet.
So what you're saying, Jake, is that really the only movie you had to watch was episode 6, and you would
Really,
have been fine.
like going
right?
back to the first question of which one. Just watch episode 6 and don't watch anything else.
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
Start with
I mean,
4.
you do get Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, he's the most overrated character there is in the Star Wars universe.
No, he's mysterious.
Well, I would say he's underutilized.
Is it a he or is it a she? Because I remember
It's a he.
I know we know it's a he
Jango
now.
Fett.
I know we know it's a he now. But when I was a kid, and I don't know where this came from, you can tell me if this
Actually,
happened when
is
you
it
were a
Jango?
kid.
No, it's Boba.
Django is his
Boba.
dad.
Yeah,
Django's his dad. Django and Cash. No. But when I was a kid, there was this theory circulating that Boba Fett was actually a woman. Like,
Yeah.
that was prevalent among my friends.
Anything I say will be bad.
So we'll move on.
So there you go.
gonna
Are there
move
any other questions?
That was all the questions. Oh, no, there was one more question.
All right.
So we've got one more question here, Jen.
What's
All
the
right,
last question?
One last question.
All right.
Comes from Rebecca. Thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca has a 9-year-old daughter. And they're like, oh, we want to show her Star Wars. Her husband says he saw it before he was 9 years old, but they're a little worried that it might be too intense for their 9-year-old daughter. What do we think? Great question, Rebecca. We actually get this question a lot.
We get this question a ton. And it's a great question. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a very easy answer.
No.
Because
They
it
don't
really
usually.
depends on your kids.
It's not cut and dried.
It's not cut and dried. You really have to be aware of your child's own sensitivities.
Yeah.
You have to be aware of what bothers them. You have to be aware of their maturity level. All these types
How they
of things.
respond to violence. I mean,
Absolutely.
I think that's the biggest consideration here. I mean, most of the violence is pretty sanitized, but there are 2 or 3 moments that if you haven't seen Star Wars recently, New Hope or whatever it is you call it. I mean, it can be surprisingly graphic in a few spots.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
and-
might be things you've forgotten since you
Exactly.
watched it the first time. So our recommendation is
Yeah.
watch it again by yourselves as a husband and wife, a mom and dad, and see for yourself, remember for yourself by watching it what's actually there, not just
Yeah.
what you remember being there. Because all of us have
Yeah.
experienced times where we've gone back to movies that we thought were pretty great
Yeah.
and pretty clean, and then we were watching and we're like,
Yeah.
Oh, where did
Yeah.
that come from?
forgot
Well,
about that part.
Yeah, and
Oh.
especially when it's a movie that you like.
Yes.
Because I think that we tend to make excuses for movies that we like, and we tend to automatically forget the bad things in those movies.
Yeah.
So there you go. Thank you guys so much for all of your questions. We love questions. So if you have a question you'd like to hear us answer on an
Yeah.
upcoming vodcast, tweet us,
Yeah.
Facebook us, comment on a blog, email us,
Send us a letter.
send us a letter.
Yeah.
Remember those?
The stamps. You can put a stamp on it. It's great.
Or
Hey,
if
I
you're super hip, video your question.
yeah, that would be great. We might even put it on a podcast. A
It
podcast.
could make it on a
Wouldn't that be cool?
podcast. It'd be cool.
Yeah. Hey, I have a good question.
What question do you have?
Adam, do you have a joke for us?
Adam, do you have a joke?
Ooh,
for us?
it's an awesome joke.
Yes, jokes.
So, Tauntauns those things in Empire Strikes
Yep.
Back.
Yep.
Luke
Rebecca's
rides.
daughter, unfortunately,
Yes.
won't get this reference.
So, How warm is it inside a Tauntaun?
I don't know, Adam. How warm is it inside a Tauntaun?
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm, folks.
Get it? Lukewarm. All right.
Okay.
I like it. I think it's a good Star Wars
Take
story.
us out, Jay. Take us out.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this, the official Plugged In Vodcast. I'm Jake.
I'm Paul.
I'm Adam.
We'll see you guys on the flip side of something.
See ya.
Next time.
Probably after Star Wars Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Sometime.
After The Force Awakens.